t'a dit qu'on ne me verrait pas braquer des bandits? Qui t'a dit qu'on ne me verrait pas braquer des bandits? Qui t'a dit qu'on ne me verrait pas braquer des bandits? Qui t'a dit qu'on ne me verrait pas braquer des bandits?
Et nous voici de retour sur Red Dead Redemption 2. Aujourd'hui, un nouvel épisode des suites des aventures d'Arthur Morgan.
What the devil are you looking at?
I'm sorry?
No, I'm sorry. I'm ruined. Ruined!
How so?
It's a disaster. Who wants to see a woman wrangle wild animals who doesn't have any bloody wild animals? Come to America, they said. Come to the land of opportunity, they said. Sod you, Daddy, I said. I'm going to America to make it on the stage. I didn't want to be in the army. Oh, now look at me. The old git will have a field day.
I didn't really understand any of that.
I had an act. The bravest woman in the world. The animal wrangler. Watch her tame wild beasts.
And you were the woman.
Of course I was the bloody woman. Look at me. It's the stage. Grease paint. Tears. No one wants to see a man wrangling wild animals. And no one wants to see a woman wrangling nothing. Can I borrow your gun? I want to shoot myself. You see, I'm buggered.
Why?
My animals, they escaped. And now I'm buggered.
What escaped?
A priceless Ranjaniki tiger from the slopes of the Hindu Heights. A fantastic, elusive zebra from the plains of Ongo Bongo by the shores of the Limpopo. And a magnificent lion from the grasslands of Tanganyika.
Yeah, I see your problem. They're pretty hard to come by around here.
Listen, friend. Help a fellow out, would you? I'm beyond desperate. If you see any of them, will you bring them back here?
If I see a tiger or a lion or a zebra just roaming around.
Exactly. Well, I believe the zebra's up near Larned Sod. Distinctive creature that he is. I'll make it worth your while.
All right, madam.
It's bloody Margaret, not madam. Margaret. Mistress. Good grief! You found him! Our zebra!
Well, you can call him that. Although he's as much a zebra as you are a lady animal wrangler.
Oh dear, you're missing the point, aren't you? It's an illusion. A trick of the eye to bamboozle the senses. Confound comprehension.
Hoodwink your audience?
Hoodwink? Our audiences? Dear boy, don't be so dreadfully literal. No one will pay for the truth. They only pay for deception. The allure of the stage. Dreams and reality. What is the greater conjuring trick? Lassoing some poor beast on the plains of mumbo-jumbo land and shipping it here so it can dance the polka? Or turning, there, in the glare of those arc lamps, something mundane into something extraordinary. It's the difference between prose and poetry. It's alchemy. We're selling dreams, dear boy.
Well, as long as you don't pay me with tickets to your show.
Yes. Well, it's not everyone's cup of tea.
And speaking of my payment...
Of course. I shall make it worth your while. But, first, we shall need the whole menagerie back before we can think about that. My assistant's gone for the tiger.
Tiger?
Yes. And taken our remaining lion in case it could lend a paw. They're down there on Caliga Way. Please, I hate to ask.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Don't do this to us.
Hey, mister.
Oh,
Miss,
howdy, mister.
did you lose a tiger?
Yeah, you found one?
Nah, I found your caravan down the way. Margaret said that you might need a hand.
Oh, you weren't wrong. That tiger's missing. I sent our best lion out to find him, and now he's missing too. It is a right old predicament.
You're lying from Timbuktu, weren't you?
From Valentine, I think. He might be more of a kind of dog than a lion, but in a certain light, a feller could never tell.
Of course. Which way to go?
Into them shrubs over there.
Okay. Why don't you hop up on the wagon and I'll see if I can find his track.
Okay. That first set of shrubs, that's where I lost sight of him.
Oh, darn. I found your dog. Ex-dog, ex-lion.
Hey, boy! Oh, where's the rest of them?
I think a cougar took him.
That'd be Stripey. And I always thought they got along.
Your tiger is a wild cat?
Uh-huh.
What else? You still need it back?
Oh, yes, sir. She's our star attraction.
Well, let's hope it wants the other half of its dinner.
The other half? Really?
I'm gonna put him in your wagon. You find somewhere to hide.
Oh. Well, behind that log, then.
Okay. Rubs up. Stay down. She won't be too far away.
Come quick. I went out to find a tiger,
Cougar, you mean?
and I end up losing a lion.
Yeah, dog.
Ain't having any luck.
Well, if that's what you're dealing with, you didn't have any luck to begin with. Cougars and dogs.
Hey, it ain't what you got in this life. It's what you make of it.
Well, that's very wise of you. Especially when you're lacking zebras and tigers. Hey, keep your head down. It's coming.
Look, I really don't think she'll eat the dog. Like I said, they was friends. Oh, I guess she's real hungry.
She's feral. I'm locking her in. Sorry, girl. All right. Let's go.
We got her! Okay. Drive, will you? And I'll keep an eye on her.
Sure thing.
Let's get her back to Mr. Margaret. She's still eating.
The
Allez, on est
professional
arrivé.
theatrics.
Aha! I see you found each other.
Sure did, Mr. Margaret.
Jolly good, jolly good.
You know, tarring and feathering a donkey is one thing,
I beg your pardon? It's grease paint, makeup.
but playing dolls dressed up with a wild animal, you're gonna want to be a lot more careful.
Strappy ate King, Mr. Margaret. I saw her do it.
I always thought they got along.
Oh, she liked him just fine. She licked her chops and asked for seconds. Hey, speaking of which, you got any more word on that runaway lion, or you gonna pay me for these misfits?
Look, I'm well aware that we're not Royal Command performance material. Daddy, you were right, goddamn you! But a cow barn in Rhodes is hardly Drury Bloody Lane.
You got any word on the lion?
Yes, I've got word on the lion. Shit is the word. Someone saw him near Emerald Ranch. As you know, we're lately very short on lions. So, I'd be very grateful. All kinds of grateful.
There's only one kind of grateful I care about.
So long, mister.
Be a dear and fix me a gin.
Hold your side! I am
What's the ruckus, boys?
Get back! We got a cursed creature in here!
Oh, yeah?
It's as big as a mule and as mean as a hellcat.
It looked like a lion to me.
That's a dog in there.
Dog?
Now, if you'll excuse me. Step aside.
What?
I said step aside. Yeah, boy.
Didn't look like no dog.
Come here, boy. Let's go home.
Look what you've done! Look what you've done!
Son of a bitch. I'll take care of this.
Oh, God, help us! I thought run for the stable.
Sweet mother.
Un gros chat.
Easy, boy. Easy. Shit!
Woo, he got it! He shot the thing! Is it dead? I pray that thing's a goner.
Whoever owned that beast got some answering to do.
Mhm.
I've never seen one of those before, and I hope I don't again. Odysseus returns! Sally, get the cages ready!
Yes, sir, Mr. Market, right away.
Man-eating lion. You didn't think that it might be useful for me to know that this time the animal was actually real, you moron?
Steady on. I clearly stated that we were looking
You
for...
haven't clearly stated anything in all the time I've known you. That could have been a goose for all I
A
knew.
goose will hardly get them to their feet for the curtain call. Bring on the king of the beasts, on the other hand, and they feel the roar. And they, well, look about as surprised as you do. What have you done with him, if you don't mind me asking?
I killed him. He's dead.
Bloody hell! This is Ramo, boy.
Well, it was him or me. Now, pay me.
Yes, of course, of course. I have just the thing. And what a treasure it is! You're a lucky man, sir. Very lucky man. from the mines of El Dorado, as green as the rainforest, as clear as the Amazon, and as dear as all the gold in the Andes. One man's labor is but a trifle compared to this jewel's true value. Wait! I shouldn't. What would Daddy say?
Your daddy ain't here, and we had a deal.
Yes, of course. A promise is a promise. Sally, get the wagons moving.
Ain't we waiting for the lion?
He's in the great hunting ground in the sky. Good day, sir, and thank you. But we really must be getting along.
Yeah, I won't keep you. So long.
So long, Mr. Morgan. Next time you see me, I'll be topping the bill, I promise. Or at least I'll be on the bill.
Et bah la mission, on récupère les animaux de l'autre, c'est terminé pour aujourd'hui. Et moi je vous dis à la prochaine pour le prochain épisode sur Red Dead 2. C'était Cobra, on n'oublie pas de s'abonner, de liker et surtout de partager. Salut, salut!
Qui t'a dit qu'on ne me verrait pas dans la Bugatti? Qui t'a dit qu'on ne me verrait pas dans la Bugatti? Qui t'a dit qu'on ne me verrait pas dans la Bugatti?